I'm going to share with you some really beautiful information about bees, mushrooms, Paul Stamets, and Washington State University. I recently ordered some products from Paul's line called Host Defense Mushrooms. I'm sure you've seen it before in stores. I am not sponsored by them. I do not work for them. I'm just huge fans of what he's doing to help the bees and what he's doing to help the people and the planet. Since we're all connected, I really love this stuff. So this is his line. So it's at a lot of health food stores. I usually buy it at health food stores, and for the first time, I ordered it online because I wanted his beautiful hibiscus green tea. It's $5 a box. I got 6 boxes. There's different mushroom extract in here, like reishi, which is the mushroom of immortality, and chaga, and licorice, and ginger, and lemongrass. And because of the hibiscus flowers, it makes this beautiful pink color. I received this catalog when I ordered those things, and this catalog is like gold. I feel like I hit a jackpot. There's so much information in here. There's so many cool things that he sells in here, like from truffles to books for children, like From Bears and Trees to Mushrooms and Bees. The story of a boy who saves the honeybee, with beautiful art, like you can buy cute mugs that have mushrooms on them. What else? There's so many beautiful things. His whole line, of course, is in here, so from everything from like tinctures to capsules, it's amazing. Protein powders, here's some protein powders. Okay, so on the back of this, cool ass picture of Paul. I am a witness. I've had many honeybees walking on me without any suit on. They are so gentle. They are so fuzzy and sweet. I used to be terrified of them, any kind of insect, and I'm getting more and more comfortable because I had to learn that being terrified of them has caused a lot of people to use pesticides and spray their yard, which kills off a lot of these really important pollinators. And so my mission is to help people be more comfortable with it and just nonstop talk about bees and pollinators and the soil, and I can't help it. So back here it says we are studying mycological solutions to increase longevity, reduce mite and viral burden, and improve immunity of bees. So he's a mycologist. For those of you who don't know who Paul is or what a mycologist is someone who studies fungi. So he is using certain extracts of different mushrooms, and it's helping the bees significantly. So I'm going to read to you a couple of the issues he mentions about the bees. This is not to scare you, and this is not to bring negative energy. It's just to share with you what exactly is going on with them and how we are helping them in so many different ways. So 1 out of 3 bites of food that you eat is thanks to pollination by honeybees. So one of the issues with bees is colony collapse disorder. Honeybee keepers have been losing roughly about 30% of their hives annually. It's not fully understood why, but it appears to be a destructive synergism of multiple drivers of collapse. These include, but are not limited to, but they include pesticides, parasite mites, and increased viral levels, which sound very similar to what goes on in the human body as well. So the rates of colony collapse disorder among honeybees continue to increase nationwide, with some states experiencing up to 85% colony losses. Some scientists estimate that all managed bee colonies could face devastation by colony collapse disorder within 10 to 20 years. So, so besides the varroa mites, there's also deformed wing virus, which I related to deeply because I have had my wings dislocated many times in my life and got many surgeries. It was an area of trauma for me for so long, and I'm working through it and learning so much from my wings and about wings in general. So that is a picture of what they're supposed to look like, and then as you can see, the other picture is the deformed wings. So this is a really interesting study that they did at the Washington State Beekeepers Association. They teamed up with the University of Washington, Washington State University, the Honeybee and Pollinator Division. They have done tests, and beehives were given mushroom mycelium extracts via their feed water. So they were adding this extract to the water feeder. This included the largest field trial related to honeybee immunity ever conducted. The experiments were designed to measure how mushroom extract supplementation impacted viral burdens and longevity. Mushroom mycelium extracts, especially reishi, which is the mushroom of immortality, reduced the levels of 2% viral pathogens in bees by approximately 1,000 to 1. By extending their lifespan, our mushroom mycelium extracts may have the potential to nearly double the amount of time foraging bees are able to spend in the field gathering nutrition for the hive. So he's raised $5 million to fund the honeybee and pollinator division at Washington State University. Dozens more experiments are underway, including research to selectively breed myopesticide fungi to encounter the parasitic Varroa destructor mites that are decimating hives around the world. These mushroom extracts boost immunity. Bees should be better able to defend themselves and raise healthier offspring. That's truly what mushrooms make me feel like. When I supplement with all different kinds of mushrooms in my meals and as tinctures and just raw mushrooms, I feel that I can defend myself better. I feel stronger. There's no doubt about that. So, 7 ways that we can help the bees. I'm going to read them. Choose wisely. Buy smart with products like Host Defense that are bee-friendly, organic, and give back to important research causes. Number 2, snack smart. Eat local organic food that's good for you and the environment. Number 3, avoid chemicals. Use green products in your lawn or yard and be mindful of ingredients that you utilize outdoors. So I understand that when we go to Home Depot and these stores, usually the only option is Miracle-Gro and Roundup products, and we cannot just go spraying all of the insects because we are scared of them or because they're eating at some of our plants. We have to share the earth with them, and there's other ways around it. It just takes a little bit more effort and a little more research and asking around, finding, when you go to these stores, asking where you can get a more natural solution. Okay. Get earthy. Plant native wildflowers and flowering herbs to create prime spots for bees to gather pollen. Be hospitable. Create a mushroom-friendly biosphere in your yard to encourage healthy soil and biodiversity. Let wood rot in your yard instead of removing it. Give back. Donate directly to organizations like Washington State University's Honeybee Lab. Listen and learn. Find out more about honeybees and share valuable information with your network. I can attest to that. I am constantly talking about the bees and pollinators and the soil, that it's connected me with so many others, and we're all doing the same thing. We're all out there sharing what we have experienced, sharing what we know, just passing the information along. No egos, just like here to help the planet and the people, and realizing that we are really all connected, and it's freaking beautiful. So I will show you a couple more things in here before we end this video. So there's like truffle oils, truffle salts, beautiful recipes. I use mushrooms as a meat replacement in so many of my meals. The texture is just like meat. So if you're trying to eat less chicken because it's not that good for the environment when we are eating from huge like chicken farms and things like that, we can buy something like oyster mushrooms, for example, and saute them up, and it tastes just like chicken. You can put barbecue sauce on it for barbecued flavor, teriyaki. There's so many cool things. King oyster mushrooms, when you slice them real thin, you add some paprika and a little soy sauce. It'll really taste like bacon. Oyster mushrooms also can mimic the texture of like something like ribs. And depending on what seasonings you add, you can make it taste, and you can get real creative. You can make it taste so delicious. So these books, all these amazing books on mushrooms, and like I said about that children's book, I'm definitely buying that. Cute keychains, artwork, hats, shirts, and then all the supplies that you need to grow your own mushrooms, cultivate and harvest your own. So it really is, I mean, he's got everything in here, from the scalpels that you need to the cotton that you would need to use, and yeah, it just keeps going. So if you haven't already looked into mushrooms for strengthening the immune system and for any sort of illness that you might have, then definitely look into it. It is powerful stuff, and he has a documentary out called Fantastic Fungi that is full of information. He has some really beautiful TED Talks, and yeah, thank you, Paul Stamets, and the information he shares and just the energy about him is very comforting. You can just sense that he's just like so honest about what's going on the planet without creating that fear with it. He kind of tells you what's going on and reminds you of, what needs help and what doesn't, and how we can help, instead of the people who are just kind of sharing the scary information and not giving any solutions of how we can help. That kind of stuff can create so much anxiety because we're hearing so many negative things all the time, and we feel helpless. We feel like we can't. How do we help that? And it hurts. It weighs on our heart, and it weakens our immune system. So someone like Paul, I feel like just listening to him on a TED Talk or listening to a documentary with him in it, I feel like that boosted my immune system, boosted my confidence about, we can actually help. There are things we can do. These are proven things, and people are doing them, and we just got to share the word and connect with others through love. And yeah. If you end up trying any of these products, let me know what you've tried. He has all the different teas. He has these beautiful immune support sprays. So like a peppermint flavor, a cinnamon flavor. They've got things like lion's mane, turkey tails, so many beautiful things in him. He's got a nighttime tea. He's got a turmeric tea. With cinnamon, like he adds, it's not just one tea, like one flavor. He's got so many beautiful things in there that the flavor is just so amazing for $5 a box. Like, are you kidding me? And you're helping the bees and the pollinators. Like, that's why I bought 6 boxes right away. Okay, well, I think I'm done with this video. Thank you for watching. Actually, I'm not done. I'll read some of his products. He's got like energy support made from cordyceps. He's got longevity support. reishi, lion's mane for memory and nerve support, chaga for the antioxidants and DNA support, turkey tail for the immune system. He's got a Stamets 7, which has 7 different mushrooms. He's got protein powders and yeah. Like, I feel like it's very reasonable, $29.95 for these powders. And then for the drops and things, I'll tell you the price right now. So, like, the ones I get are $9.95. And then, depending on what size you get, a tincture bottle is $19.95 for, like, a normal size. And then for a little bit bigger, it's $36.95. That's the same price for pretty much all of those that I had listed off. And yeah, message me. Oh, they have these beautiful chocolates in here as well that are made with coconut sugar. So it's from sustainable packaging. They work directly with the farms and pay above market price. They're organic, fair trade, women-owned coconut shop in Indonesia is where the coconut sugar comes from. But they've got dark mint, salted maca, purely dark Peruvian pink salt, and the chocolate bars are $4.99 for a single bar, but if you buy 9 bars at a time, they're $40. So I recommend getting something. I love you all. Thank you for watching. Thank you, Paul. I'll post more videos soon.